Working today. It's working.
LSU fan came get spike in my booty.
Oh, bitch.
Are you that stupid? Yes, I am.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
Welcome to CSF Late Nights. I'm Rob Sanders, coming to you from the armpit of the earth. That would be Columbia, South Carolina. It is so hot and nasty and disgusting here that I wish I could say something about my hometown here that is good, but it's not. It's just it's a shit show, sort of like this shit show. Let's head down to the land of Louisiana to welcome in my two co-hosts. Up top, we have the gentleman that is sporting the Atlanta Braves jersey, probably in honor of Freddie Freeman hitting for the fucking Cycle tonight. What's up, Gnome? How are you?
Freddie's the fucking man. Too bad this is a Chipper Jones jersey, but I'm doing great.
Exactly. And then underneath him, the sloppy party bottom, the king of the king of what's the term that I want to use? I don't know. I'm fucking tired. But I want to welcome into the show Average Dave. What's up, Dave?
What's going on, people?
He's wearing his his White Sox hat, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you should all stand up right now, put your hand over your heart, and give a nice big thank you to the White Sox because they beat the Yankees in the Field of Dreams game, and the Yankees took an L home from the fucking cornfield. And remember, a Yankees loss is a win for America. That night, the White Sox were America's team, and they came through. So shout out to the White Sox. We appreciate them.
They waited to the last minute, but a win is a win.
Exactly. In the immortal words of the great philosopher Benjamin Diesel, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
And second place is the first loser.
If you ain't first, you last.
That's right. That's right.
How many more fucking awful things are you guys going to put out there this evening? Holy crap. Call into the show. Damn. Andre already. Quote of the night. Quote of the night from Andre. Dave is the king of the vaping penis.
That is me.
I think Andre's just mad
to bring their personal electronic nicotine inhalation system with them. But
holy shit, that's great, Andre with the win. Oh wow, that makes me happy.
Andre's just mad because no one's repping his Astros.
Who wants to rep a bunch of teams anyway?
Edwin comes over the top. The Yankees are the only professional baseball team to ever lose a game in Iowa. Good point, sir. Good point.
I beg to differ. I'm pretty sure there's a minor league team that's professional.
Yeah, but they're not a big league team. Don't ruin Edwin's comments, sir. What's wrong with you?
There were some.
By the way,
there were some great stats about the Field of Dreams game. So the Field of Dreams game, it was the most watched regular season baseball game in the last 16 years. That's pretty big. And then so everybody who's watched Field of Dreams knows that the 1919 Chicago Black Sox all make appearances in the Field of Dreams. And so the first White Sox player to ever hit a walk-off home run against the Yankees was Shoeless Joe Jackson in 1919, the year that they threw the World Series. And then the White Sox walked them off in the Field of Dreams game. Tim Anderson with the 2-run shot. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful. As Kevin Costner would say, it was perfect. It's perfect.
It was heaven.
803-470-2905. Feel free to call and join the show this evening. Things we're going to talk about. First of all, the three of us here are all real people. Gnome, let me see. That's a real person. This guy's a real person. I am a real person. We don't use fake screen names to comment. We don't have to. We don't come into groups and try to pass off as someone else. We don't do that either. Oh, and by the way, we don't let Chucky Fuckstick push us around. We kick him in his man cunt and he goes about his merry way. Just some thoughts I wanted to throw out there this evening. Just have at it. Wanted to have that out there just for folks to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about the Georgia Bulldogs this season for a moment. They lost two guys today. Two of their starters are going to be out for the Clemson game, and their fan base is big time mad.
Already.
Yeah, they're already. Oh, I was doing the Rob and Kale podcast, which, by the way, you should subscribe to Carolina Jackpot's channel. That show, if you like fast-paced sports talk, that is, we had at one point, I'm looking at the call sheet, I can only take one call at a time with my current phone system. We missed 23 calls tonight with people trying to get in, and we took probably 15 to 20 calls in the hour that we did that show tonight. You should get in on that show. It's every Wednesday and Sunday night. Lots and lots of Georgia fans, lots and lots of Tennessee fans. I mean, we need, I know there's a lot of folks in this group that are LSU folks. You want to hear some funny shit? There was a guy that was in there tonight that said in 5 years, Tennessee's going to win a national title. And he was real. It was no bullshit. He was real. He really thought Tennessee is going to win a national title. Get the fuck out of here. That's what you get on the Rob and Kale show. Not silly.
It's I think it's shroom. It's shroom season over there in Tennessee.
Well, I have a certain thing that I use for Tennessee, folks. Whatever they call in, this is their sounder.
You fucking redneck, cousin fucking, chicken fucking, hillbilly, goddamn East Tennessee outlaw mud show piece of shit.
That's what I think of Tennessee fans. And until they win something, fuck them and their moms. That's how I feel about that. Make sure you add their mom to the list. If you're a Tennessee fan, feel free to send me hate tweets at Rob Sounds Good on Twitter, or you can call the show right now at 803-470-2905, and I will tell you to fuck your mother live right on the air tonight because I don't give a shit. If you want my address, I had one guy get mad at me. Where do you live, motherfucker? My mom's dead. Like I knew your mom was dead, dude. Like I knew your mom was dead. Get the fuck out of here with all that shit. So anyway, maybe I shouldn't bash mamas, but I don't care. There's a warehouse out back with the fucks I used to give, but yeah.
You still haven't filled that warehouse?
My warehouse out back is empty. It's the way that it is.
That shit's been empty since before COVID. What the fuck?
It's going to continue to be empty. It only holds fucks, and I have 0 fucks to give. 0. So anyway, 803-470-2905. Edwin says you should come up with one of those for the pussies that hide behind screen names. Yeah, Edwin knows. If you're in our CSF group and you're using a fake screen name, fuck you and your mom with a horse hoof.
Now,
there you go. I said that too.
Now,
a ragged horse hoof.
There's a difference between people that are in jail permanently, so they have to have 5 different fucking.
That's completely different. But when you're using your screen name and you're not telling us who you are, that's completely different. When you're in there and you think that people aren't smart enough to figure out who you are, you're a fucking cunt. And so is your mom. There you go. If you're not doing that, then I didn't call your mom a cunt. There you go. So there you go with that. We know who you are, by the way. Just so you know, we know who you are. We are not stupid. Let's make sure that you understand that. The only one that's stupid here is the guy in the opener. And that's verified. The rest of us know who you are. So there you go. There's some behind the scenes shit for the CSF group that I've been watching my watch go crazy all day as I've been trying to put together good radio. And people are like, is that this guy? Yes, it is. The guy who I just said, go fuck his mother. It's that guy. Yeah. We all know who it is.
I wanted to take a moment real quick. I don't know if people realize what's going on tonight, but we are in the presence of greatness.
Oh,
what happened? Most days, Rob Sanders just wakes up as peon radio talk show host, but not now. Not now. Rob Sanders now wakes up as championship weightlifter Rob Sanders. Rob, what is the difference?
Well, the difference is Well, I have a medal. They gave me a medal. I won a medal because I won my deadlift competition. And I tell you what, last week, I got to be honest. The last show that we did, I was not a very happy camper. I was having to cut weight, and it sucked my ass. I don't even know. Like I think I went back and watched some of that show, and I think I went off on somebody, and I felt bad. But a lot of that was from carb withdrawal, and the fact that I was eating like 18 carbs a day and like 1,200 calories, and I'd actually stopped. It's called cutting your water off. I hadn't had anything to drink since that morning, so then I had to go and sweat the next day to get the last 4 pounds off to make weight. Fuck that forever. That's it. All sounds like it's fun and games to do a weightlifting competition, and it is, but damn it, it sucks. It is a horrible thing to do to have to cut that much weight and then go in and try to lift. It's just
now you can start training for next year.
Picture myself in the singlet. What's that? Oh no, I'm gonna. Well, here's the sad thing. Oh, someone's calling. I didn't. You can call back there, the 337 number. Anyway, I think that's Andre calling. But no, I mean, they want me to compete in February, and I think I'm gonna do it. Let's head out to the phones. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
What's up, fellas?
Andre.
Man, Rob, I feel bad for you, dude. I seen Kale went out to Powell's out there in Tennessee. You should have rolled with him, man.
Well, I know Kale can't yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, since I was on like a 36-hour fast, and then I go and weigh in at like 9:30 in the morning. As soon as I left there, I went to Cracker Barrel because Cracker Barrel wasn't far from where I had to weigh. I got like a country fried steak breakfast with like extra sausage. I got toast and biscuits because fuck that, I could have them. I got 2 of those big bottles of Coke. Yeah, I was fucking grubbing like a fat boy, man. It was great. So yeah, it was definitely I was looking forward to that meal like I would like starving to death. So
and Cracker Barrel is fucking awesome.
Cracker Barrel is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Andre, you're on the road a lot. Do you stop at Cracker Barrel and eat, or do you stop at Powell's or whatever?
No, I don't stop anywhere, man. I stop to water the grass. That's about it. I put a little fertilizer out in the grass, you know.
A little fertilizer out in the grass.
There's no Cracker Barrel
program, Andre?
here and there.
Yeah.
What?
What do you have for the program, Andre?
One more thing. Before I get into that, Raven says when you wear your singlet, you should not be wearing a shirt underneath. She found that quite odd.
Well, here's the thing with that.
I thought
my
the same
that
thing.
was here's the thing. Everyone there wears a t-shirt underneath their singlet. So I was just trying to be. It's my first competition. I don't fucking know. I'm not. Look, you guys have seen me do this show for how long now? We've been doing this show a long fucking time. I wear a tank top for the show. I am not ashamed of my arms, ladies and gentlemen. I work hard to have nice big fucking shoulders, and I have no problem showing them to everybody. So, but everybody else is wearing a t-shirt, so I'm gonna wear mine. So that's why I did it. Maybe I shouldn't follow the lead, you know. Maybe they all were jumping off a bridge. Would you jump off a bridge too?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe not first, but
yeah, there's that.
Horrible. So
That's funny.
My question is about the whole Georgia situation.
Yeah.
Does injuries move the odds of the game?
I don't know. Let me see. I can check the. Well, they lost their starting tight end. They also lost their starting, what they thought was going to be their starting safety. So, I mean, I would think that would move the line a little bit. We'll see. I mean, they're already, the Georgia fans, there's some of them that are thinking, oh, fuck, we might not win. like they were going to win with those guys. Shit. Hold on, I'm checking the line right now, see if it's changed.
If there was only one injury today, they might have still had a shot. But now that's it. That's it.
Well,
they wouldn't have had a shot regardless, man. Let's be honest. They're Georgia, man. They're choke artists.
I was being a smart ass, Andre.
Huh?
Actually, the line has moved from 4 to 3. It's down to 3.
Oh, they want that money.
So,
Favorite Georgia?
Clemson's favored.
Clemson?
Yep.
So it moved.
Look,
for
I mean, I'm just going to
Georgia.
be. I've taken my Clemson hat off, but when I say this, Clemson has, I think the two defensive lines will X each other out. I think Clemson right now has the better secondary. Clemson has better wide receivers with Justin Ross. Georgia has better running backs. Clemson has a better quarterback. Clemson has better coaching. So Clemson wins by 10 points. Kirby Smart is a fucking dope. And until he actually can do something other than recruit, hey, if he walks in and he beats Clemson, then fine. Hats off to him. But, you know, this guy does nothing but recruit, in my opinion. And until he gets himself squared away, I'm not buying Georgia at all.
Do they have a better coaching consultant?
I don't think so.
Fuck.
I doubt it.
No,
Oh my God,
Muschamp's an idiot. So
Muschamp.
what a doofus he is. Yeah, they also lost Gilbert. By the way, Gilbert, you know, there were a lot of LSU fans that were talking about Gilbert being there was somebody in the group tell he's going to be better than Kyle Pitts. Okay.
Last year,
that guy,
yeah.
he's going to end up.
He's there with talent. He just head's all messed
brother.
up.
Let's just slow down a little bit here. Until you actually get on the field, that you're just nothing but untapped potential. Stop saying you're going to be this guy's going to be fucking Kyle Pitts when he's probably going to end up at damn East Mississippi Community College. I mean, he transferred to Florida and then didn't enroll in classes. What kind of fuckery is that? And then I mean, and let's be honest, we got to give credit to Coach O. He met with him on several occasions, according to him, to try to convince him, hey, maybe you should stay at LSU. Nah, I don't want to play at LSU. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play with all this talent that they've got around here. I'm gonna go to Florida and play for fucking Dan Mullen. Oh no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go play for Kirby Smart. This guy has been on a, you know, they have like the old roller coasters where you go up and up and up. It's like he was up here and then down, 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 down. Now he's in a shithole at Georgia, and he's like, man, fuck, what am I gonna do?
I'm personally glad he's gone, man, because he seems kind of wishy-washy. And as an LSU fan, I don't want no highly touted player like he was to be wishy-washy like that, you know? If you don't want to be there, don't be there. He shouldn't be playing football.
He doesn't know what he wants.
First.
He reminds me of that running back that ran the recruiting rounds and couldn't decide on a school to go to, and that was last season.
How about
they were in the same recruiting class?
How about Tate Martell, who went all over the fucking place? Tate Martell, remember he was at fuck, I don't even know. He was all over the fucking place. So, Ohio State, Miami, Arizona State. Now he's at Rice. Fuck. I don't know, man. Yeah, Edwin's right. Muschamp now coaches special teams. Good point, sir. Good point.
Oh, he's the special teams.
Andre, what else you got for the show, brother? Yeah, they moved him to special teams coach because. Go ahead, Andre.
Before I go out of here, want y'all's answer on who do y'all think has the best chance to have an upset in like the week 0 and week 1 games, like Power 5 wise. No offense to Boise State.
Well, that's
no. I like Lafayette beating Texas.
Yeah, Louisiana, but they're not Power 5. But Texas is Power 5. What?
No, the line in that game went from they were 16-point dogs to now they're 9-point dogs. Something's in the water there. When a line goes down by a touchdown, something's in the water there. And Texas has talent, don't get me wrong, but would anybody be shocked if Lafayette went in there and won that game? I wouldn't.
No. Not at this point. It's like I told somebody, Napier is on the short list for a lot of coaching vacancies at much bigger schools than where he's at. And he's only there because he wants to be. But obviously, people feel like the guy can coach. And the Cajuns had a really good football team last season and the season before.
And a lot of returners. A lot of returners.
Well, I mean, at a small school like that, you're going to get a bunch of returning starters. So they've got a puncher's chance. Why not?
And it's Texas.
Yeah.
They got better than a puncher's chance. But
the fact that it's happening early, I think, really benefits the Cajuns because they don't have as much time to install Sark's offense. I don't know what the new defensive scheme is going to look like in Texas, but the fact that they're getting them week one, a team that's been running their program the same way for years versus a new regime in Texas, I can remember old Nicky Saban's first year at Alabama, they lost to La Tech. And his first year, he lost.
I got a couple of other games I'll throw you away really quick since you're asking, Andre. UNC Charlotte's a 6.5-point dog to Duke. I think they win that game. I also like there was one more that I thought was really interesting, and that was I like Lafayette over Texas. I think we talked about that. Oh, and Ohio. Ohio's playing Syracuse. I think they beat Syracuse. Not that that would be a big upset, but I mean that's a Power 5 team that's going to go down to a G5 team. I think that's going to happen. The one matchup that I would like to see happen, I wish that it would, and this is just me because I like crazy. Wouldn't it be great if Willie Taggart was down at Florida Atlantic and took Lane Kiffin's bastard players and beat fucking Florida? They're a 24.5-point dog. But what if they went into the swamp and won that game? Willie Taggart walks out with Lane Kiffin's bastard players and beats Florida. Boy, that would make me a happy individual. Oh, my goodness.
You see, that's where I take my SEC allegiance because I want my schedule, LSU schedule, to be top notch. So when a Florida goes and loses a game like that, and Florida's on LSU's schedule, that does not help LSU. So I don't like that.
Respectfully, Florida could be a shithole, and LSU's schedule is still going to be tough because you've got Alabama, you've got Texas A&M. I mean, yeah, let's just slow the roll a little bit here. You don't need Florida to make your schedule.
You know, if we're so worried about LSU's schedule, how about LSU just go out there and just win every damn game instead of worrying about what the hell their opponent's record is? Don't worry about them. Worry about what we can do. You know, that's only an excuse. That's
the way people need to think. Yeah.
You know? Screw that.
Well, and LSU's also, and I don't think people give LSU credit for this, and I'm not sucking the LSU dick here, but people need to give LSU credit. They're going across the country in the first game of the season to play UCLA. Now, on paper, LSU should win that game by 7 to 10 points, okay? But going across the country in your first game of the season and playing in the Rose Bowl against UCLA, I don't give a shit who you are. That's going to be tough. I mean, seriously. It's not going to be a cakewalk for LSU. And I'm not ripping LSU. I'm just saying your first game of the season, you know, you've got guys that you're going to have you may have first game jitters. You never know. You got to figure all that out. And you're better in game 2 than you are in game 1 anyway. But LSU doesn't have a tune-up. They're playing a Power 5 team across the country in the first game of the season, and they should get more credit for actually scheduling that game because there's a lot of teams like Florida who won't even leave their home state. So, you know, props to LSU for doing that. That's a pretty ballsy pick there, in my opinion.
Two things. I mean, LSU's been doing this for what? I don't know, 8 to 10 years. We started with a big game.
We're on our way to Clemson soon.
Right. But I feel like there's a lot of fans out there that the 7-point win against UCLA is not going to be enough. It's
Well,
not
it
going to be
depends on
enough.
how
Well,
UCLA.
then those fans are called MC dumb as fuck. If you think going out and getting a 7-point win on the road in your first game of the season is not a fucking great thing, you don't know the game of Hut Hut. You're a fucking
Remember when LSU fans thought it was gonna be a great
ignorant.
idea to go to Lambeau?
You know, second game of the season, you should do better than that. But yeah, you're right. This game, think about this. How many time zones jump is that? That's 2 time zones. Jet lag,
Yeah.
all the other crap. It's real. It's real.
Brother, you got
And
a
you
new
don't know a
defensive
damn thing
coordinator
about
who put his
UCLA.
system in there. And
it's
Chip
still-
Kelly's
that's
their
UCLA's
coach.
second
It's
game,
not
I
like
believe.
he's a shithead. You know, it's just that's a tough
Hey.
out for LSU. I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm just saying that's a tough out. It's not an
The
easy game.
2000, the
That's their second game,
2019.
That's UCLA's second game. They have a tune-up before
Yeah.
that. So they're going to be ready to rock and roll. So LSU's walking in blind.
And let's be honest on this too. The this game is UCLA's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're playing a team from the SEC that's got a top 15 opponent that's coming to their house. It's their fucking Super Bowl. Everybody's going to play a little bit harder. LSU's going to get their best shot at the beginning of the season. And once again, please don't come at me. Rob's hating on LSU. No, I'm not. I'm just being real. If you don't think that's going to be a tough game, I got nothing for you. Now, if LSU goes in there and rolls, I think that says more about the team than anything else. And you might have to start thinking, could this be another special season? If they go in there and they roll by 27 points, I mean, beat the holy dog fuck out of UCLA, that's a statement win at the very beginning of the season. It's like winning at Texas in 2019.
Yeah, but see,
It really has the potential to be that way.
Bring that up. You know, we barely got out of that Texas game. You know, with the win.
I looked at our schedule and I thought to myself, if they get past UCLA, they have a legitimate chance, I think, to get to Alabama at the beginning of November undefeated.
I did the same.
Now, what happens after that? You got Alabama, you got Texas A&M, you got some tough games. But I think they can get to Alabama undefeated.
Let me put this out there too. Texas A&M is not going to be the fucking power everybody thinks they are. No one knows who the fuck their quarterback is going to be. Just saying.
Right.
Jimbo Fisher's going to try to line up and run the ball. That's not going to work. If you don't have a passing game in today's era of college football, your team's not worth a fuck. That's just real. Nick Saban said that. You don't have to take it from me. Take it from the guy who wins all the fucking national titles. He'll tell you, you better have the ability to be able to throw the ball or you're not going to win. And we don't know who their fucking quarterback is yet. So I think the Texas A&M is one of the more overrated teams in the country. They really are. They almost lost to North Carolina last year in the bowl game. People seem to forget that. So, you know, let's hold our roll a little bit on that. I like Ole Miss better in the West than Texas A&M. In fact, I think Ole Miss is going to tune that ass up. Ole Miss they're going to get somebody. I think Lane Kiffin's going to get somebody. I don't know who it's going to be, but he's going to get one of those teams from the West. He's going to get. I mean, you're going to have to score 40 points to fucking beat him every game. You're going to have to do it. So if you can't put up points, you may not beat Ole Miss. That's just real.
Get Auburn. Watch.
That's not really getting somebody though. Auburn's going to be a shithole. No, seriously. I'm talking about they're going to get either Alabama. They're going to either Texas A&M. Well, they're going to get one of those two, in my opinion, or maybe LSU. They're going to get one of the three. Do they play? Does Ole Miss come to LSU, or do you guys have to go there? I don't remember.
I don't know.
You guys don't know your schedule? I don't know. I don't know.
Give me a second.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, I know that too, shithead. You don't know if you play them at home or not?
I think we played them at home this year. I think we played them on the road last year.
If you have them at home, if it were on the road, if it were in Oxford.
It's at Ole Miss.
I'm just saying that's going to be one of the tougher games on LSU's schedule because they're going to have to put up points. I'm just saying. Don't I'd buy more into Ole Miss being more viable than Texas A&M, in my opinion. We shall see.
Oh well. All right, fellas, I'm gonna jump off here and let Fuckstick call. He said he wanted to call in. So y'all have a good one. And by the way, roll tide on Cliff as always.
Welcome.
Thank you for calling the show, Andre. Appreciate it. What do you guys are you guys buying Texas A&M or am I just a shithead?
Well, for the most part, I can think of one or two games since they came into the conference. I mean, they've been some scrap fights, Texas A&M and LSU. They've been some scrap fights. Sometimes that's just the case between two teams, regardless of who they are.
Well, we're basically their rivalry game.
Yes. They requested that when they came into the SEC.
Yes,
they wanted to be LSU's rivalry game.
Did you guys watch? I watched the latest episode of Hard Knocks. Did you guys catch that? Where they were talking to Dak Prescott, and he talked about at the very end of the episode, he was talking about how he went from Mississippi State to Mississippi State so he could beat LSU. I'm sitting there thinking,
we got it.
Welcome to the show. Good evening. Rob. Hey, buddy, hold on a second. So, yeah, but he was talking about, I went there to beat LSU. And I'm like, man, you LSU fans are just jizzing in your drawers thinking that you're fucking Mississippi State Super Bowl. That's basically what he said you guys were. I thought that was kind of funny.
We didn't recruit him.
He was mad because we didn't recruit him. He's a Louisiana kid.
Well, there you go with that. All right, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hey, Rob, it's Fuckstick. How are y'all doing?
Hey, Fuckstick. Here's thank you, sir. Here's your intro music. What do you have for the program?
Rob, I just want your opinion on Skip Bayless. That motherfucker running his mouth saying Oklahoma could beat Bama. I just want, saying Spencer Ratliff is just so much better. I just want your opinion on that, honestly.
Well, Skip Bayless tries to get mouse clipped. That's basically what Skip Bayless does. So I think if you sat down with Skip Bayless, look, if you're just being completely a realist here, Alabama's having to replace one of the best offenses in Crimson Tide history. If you don't believe me, they had two guys that finished in the top 5 for the Heisman, one guy that won the Heisman. Najee Harris is a hell of a running back. To just say, we're just going to plug and play like it's PlayStation and everything's going to be all right, I'm not buying all that. I'm not buying all that at all.
No, there's a lot of experience for Alabama to replace offense.
Where does he get his – I don't understand where he gets his information from. Is he just running his mouth trying to
Fuckstick, I just told you he tries to get mouse clicks, sir. That's what he does. He says the most controversial things and tries to get people upset like you.
Well, yeah, and just from that person we were talking about earlier, the fake name motherfucker. Why do you want to? And that's just another thing. Why? I've been under 5 different names, but I've always introduced. Everybody knows who the hell I am. I stay in Facebook jail, but y'all all know who the hell I am, and so it makes no sense. Why the fuck do you have to come there and be a troll like you are? That's been driving me crazy all fucking day. But anyway.
You're talking about Skip Bayless? Skip Bayless is a troll. That's what you're talking about.
No, the
Skip
other
Bayless
guy
is a media troll.
He is Bayless is a troll also. Obviously, but the guy that I'm not calling any names, but the guy we were talking about earlier, under a fake name, just all that bullshit. But whatever. But that's really all I got. I just wanted to holler at y'all and I hope
Skip Bayless is
that's one more thing. I just want y'all's opinion on what do y'all think Bama? We got a brand new team this year. All 3 of you? What do you think Bama? Do you think we have a chance at the CFP this year? We've got a brand new team just about. Y'all think we have a chance?
To me, you've always got a chance.
Not according to Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless is a
idiot. Anyway,
I wish I could get paid like Skip Bayless, but the dude's a tool.
So, Chucky, I mean, the thing is, Alabama always has a shot because by name alone, even if y'all lose one game, and it's been proven many seasons, even if y'all lose one game, y'all still get that shot at the CFP. So, I mean, I would say it's probably a 75% chance Alabama makes a CFP to answer your question.
According to ESPN, it's over 90.
Well, I'm not ESPN.
As big as a Bama fan I am, this season for Bama
Sark was out. Who they hired? Was that David?
The most worried I've ever been about an Alabama season.
Well, you got to remember your offensive coordinator was the guy that ran the Houston Texans into the ground. Decided that, hey, we're not going to keep our Pro Bowl fucking wide receiver. We don't need that. No, we'll trade him for a fucking bucket of baseballs. That's basically what they did. So this is the guy that's running your offense. Now Nick Saban has the capability to rehab coaches, which is what he's done. But I don't know if he can rehab somebody that's that stupid. I mean, generally, he takes guys that are drunks and fuck-ups and fixes them. But this guy, Sarkisian was a drunk.
Butch Jones.
He'll admit that. Butch Jones was probably eating mushrooms. That wouldn't surprise me. But, no, I mean, he has the history of revitalizing programs and all that. But I don't know if he can fix O'Brien. O'Brien's a different level of stupid.
Seriously though, when was the last time
Bill O'Brien? I wanted to know about him. What you knew about Bill O'Brien, Rob?
I just told you he traded an all fucking pro receiver for a fucking horrible player and some shit. He basically gave him to the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes, he did.
You know that.
God.
So seriously, when was the last time in memory where Alabama only lost one game and didn't make it to a championship or CFP? And of course, undefeated seasons.
Bama has always been a contender in there, no doubt about that.
It takes Alabama.
Last year, I mean, this is just what's got me not worried, but just nervous. That we lost. Devontae, Jalen Waddle, all those guys. And we're just absolutely starting fresh this year. True fresh. And Messi is going to be about our best receiver out there. He's damn good, no doubt. He's damn good. But that offense that we had last year, my goodness, how do you come back from that? And LSU
LSU came back from that.
And I'm not putting down LSU, but you come off a damn national champion, like one of the best teams that LSU has ever had, one of the greatest teams, and then you get to the next year, you lose everybody to the NFL, then you get to the next year, and I don't want to see Alabama go 5-7 or 5-5 or whatever what LSU did last year. I'm not putting them down, but y'all lost. Good Lord, look what y'all lost.
Well, I don't think Alabama's, and no excuses, but I don't think Alabama's going to be fighting the losing that much talent and the COVID shortened season, because we don't have a COVID shortened season this year. We had the spring camps.
That's true.
We've had all that this year. Now there might not be the who knows what they're going to do with stadiums and all that stuff when the season starts, but they don't have that adversity. So I think Alabama's got a leg up on that, and they have Coach Saban.
And so, J-Lo, Rob, Dave, if you just had to throw something off the top of your head, what would you, if Bama were to lose 2 games this year,
they're out.
Who do you think they would lose to if we lost 2 games? That's what my prediction is. I'm saying we lose 2 games. I'm saying Bama loses 2 games this year. That's just me. But if y'all were to say Bama loses 2 games, maybe y'all say
LSU, but it all just depends on how LSU rebounds from last year. And
that's true.
The Iron Bowl is always a tough game.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm with Dave.
The Iron Bowl.
They have to go to Florida too early in the season. That's a tough out.
That is a tough out.
Yeah, the swamp. Yeah. But anyway, well,
You
I
could
just wanted to
go to
call, holler
Florida
at
and
y'all.
drop that game, or you could get herpes from their cheerleaders. I mean, it's a double pronged thing going on down there.
All right. Well,
All right.
I appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
letting me talk.
Fuckstick.
All right,
See you later, buddy. All right, there we go.
Damn.
All right, 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905 as we avoid the herpes here on the program.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
it's on anyway.
everyone's calling it Old Piss. Old Piss. That's the one they get. You brought it up, Rob. That's the one Old Piss gets.
I like Edwin using the Old Piss reference. I love calling them Old Piss. I have to catch myself from calling them Old Piss when I'm doing like scoreboard updates for our regional stuff. I'll literally say, I'll catch myself saying, "Don't say Old Piss." Old
You gotta
Piss.
say it in your head. Say it in your head.
It's in my head calling them Old Piss. Or saying Texas, because I say that a lot. Texas.
Texas. Or Arkansas.
Fuck Old Piss. Yeah. Arkansas, yeah, I do that too. Not very bright.
Matt Moscona says that every single freaking day.
So
Texas,
or I don't know if he says Arkansas because that's just what he thinks the state's called, but he says Arkansas every fucking day.
So
That's some
we
shit.
were talking last week, I think it was last week, about famous athletes from the state of South Carolina. And something I learned yesterday watching Malice at the Palace on Netflix was that Jermaine O'Neal was from South Carolina.
Jermaine O'Neal played at Eau Claire High School and was an absolutely great player. Went from high school straight to the pros. Yep. Stanley Roberts, you LSU folks should remember him. He was from South Carolina. So South Carolina's had some athletes. I mean, just from the basketball side. Zion Williamson, the kid from Murray State. I mean,
Murray
Jermaine
State,
O'Neal, Ray.
He's talking about
plays for Memphis.
Ja
Morant.
Yeah,
Ja Morant. Ray Allen's from South Carolina. Kevin Garnett is from South Carolina. So I mean, South Carolina's had some interesting players come from here. So on the basketball front, they all just fucking leave. But yeah, there's that.
Watch Malice at the Palace. It was a great documentary that Netflix did.
I was watching the Untold on Christy Martin, the female boxer.
Really?
Watching that. That was actually pretty good.
I started that and didn't finish.
Did it bore you or just ran out of time?
No, I fell asleep.
Okay.
I watched it after Malice at the Palace.
Okay. I haven't watched Malice at the Palace yet because that's one of those things where Ron Artest can suck a dick forever. I hate Ron Artest. Or World Be Free or whatever the fuck he calls himself.
But he was actually a good basketball player.
Ron? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Metal War Peace.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck. Meta World Cock could be his name.
Jermaine O'Neal was an basketball player.
Yes, he was.
Oh yeah, Jermaine O'Neal was great.
They didn't really give him a shot in Portland, but when he got to Indiana,
he was good.
That was really some fucked up shit that night. Wow.
Man, what? I'm telling you, if you've got an hour, that's a great.
I am interested. Is that on ESPN?
Well, here's what I remember about that. I think it was the next day was South Carolina played Clemson, and that was the quote unquote fight game. I was at that game, and it was like, and this is real. The teams came out and they were literally fighting and like fighting at midfield, like kicking each other in the head and all kind of shit. And the thing I remember the most was the cops coming from both end zones with their hands on their guns, and this is real, looking to see, can we finish this game? Now, Clemson was beating the fuck out of them. They were up 29-7, and the game was over. But South Carolina ended up with running their mouth. See, what started it is Clemson runs down the hill every game. It's a tradition, what have you. Well, the Gamecocks starting quarterback, Vel Newton, ran down to the end zone and waved Clemson to come on down to the field. Now, South Carolina was a shithole team, okay? You're going to go and just wave Clemson to come on down there. Reggie Merriweather ran all over that suckcock defense, and Yusef Kelly ended up kicking somebody in the head and ripped a Gamecock player's helmet off. That was all in the same time as the Malice at the Palace. It was crazy. Google that if you have time. The South Carolina Clemson fight. It is it's
you telling that
insane.
story. You telling that story. I remember that weekend because it was such a big thing, that fight, and then the following day that fight. Like I remember in a sports center how the comparisons. Two different stories.
Yeah, that's the last time. That's the last. Both teams decided not to go to a bowl game because of that. So, but I remember that game, and it was like, man, like we're sitting in the stands, right? And like we had tickets, but we were up in the Gamecock area of Death Valley. So we were like the only two little orange dots sitting there, me and my buddy Danny. And this guy was sitting next to us, and he's running his mouth the whole fucking game about South Carolina's going to win. And Danny and I have been drinking a lot, and Danny's a fire plug, man. Danny can't keep his fucking mouth shut. And all of a sudden, Danny starts talking back when we go up because the first play of the game, South Carolina goes to return the ball, and Clemson player runs down, knocks the ball loose on the very first play, about kills fucking poor guy. And Clemson gets it, and then 2 plays later, they're up 7-0 before a minute's gone in the game. And Danny starts telling this guy, "Hey, you still want to run that dick sucker down there, buddy?" I mean, we're right in the middle of all the Gamecock fans. I'm like, great, we're going to have to fight our fucking way out of here, you know.
Honestly,
but by the end of the game, it was insane. One of the craziest games I've ever been to.
Honestly, I'm in that stupid group that you got me involved in months and months and months and months ago.
The one I left. You can leave the group anytime.
I really no. I would never want to fight with those guys. I just feel sorry for them. I laugh at them. I mean, they love their team and all, but I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, because of course, I mean, they think they're going to win a national title like way before Tennessee, like at least in the next 2 years.
They are a special fan base, man. Like I give them credit. Like the year they went 0-11, like they didn't win a fucking game. Okay,
the next year is going to be theirs, right?
No. They sold out every fucking game.
Well,
80,000 people went down there to watch them finish 0-11.
The Saints still did that shit.
Their fan base is they are a loyal fucking fan base. I'll give them that.
Well,
they like
the South Carolina.
No, they're like I call them beaten wife syndrome. They constantly fuck up the eggs, and the husband beats them in the face, and they still go back and fuck up the eggs again. Then they get 2 black eyes. That's the way that I see South Carolina. Now I'm mocking domestic violence. That'll get you fired. But no, seriously, they're like a domestic violence victim, man.
But fuck, I mean,
they just keep getting fucked and they keep going back. They don't care.
South Carolina has no professional teams. Period. Right?
No.
So I mean, you got Clemson, you got South Carolina,
and Coastal, king of the Sun Belt.
Fuck you. Bitches didn't want to play. They all got injected with COVID, so they didn't have to play UL again.
Look, sir, I will not have you standing by and mocking a team that they're trying to worry about their health, sir. They won the Sun Belt.
Didn't want to play a week later.
Whoa. So
they won the Sun Belt.
So Coastal is worried about their health. What about
they're worried about their health? Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh. They won their health. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to like. What the hell? I can't get my phone to.
I mean, technically, they're co-champions.
Hey
by the
Siri.
way. They are co-champions.
Co-champions. No, look. Damn it. How do I get my? I don't know. Like, I should be able to ask my phone, "Hey Siri, what the hell, Siri? Siri's a cunt on my phone. Why can't I use Siri on my? I have a new phone. Let's see here, Siri. Oh yeah, listen. There we go. Hey Siri. Now it should. All right, here we go. Hey Siri. No, I don't want to call Shane Dorr. Fuck him. I don't. No, fuck you. Who won the Sun Belt Championship last season?
They were co-champions.
Here's what I found.
No, you're fucking dumb, Siri. This is not about the fucking Bobcats.
Siri is a Cajun.
Who won the Sun Belt Football Championship, Siri?
I found this on the web.
Here we go. The conference announced that the two division. This is from 2017. Siri's a worthless cunt. Can we all agree on that? She doesn't fucking do shit.
I
What
never,
a whore you are, Siri.
ever use Siri for anything.
Obviously, she's a fucking cunt. Why am I calling Edwin out? Just don't say it with an Asian accent. Oh God, Edwin. Hey, fun fact for South Carolina fans. Tulane has more SEC titles than South Carolina does. Fun fact. It's true. It's damn true. It was so funny because my buddy went down to cover when in New Orleans, right? When Clemson was down there, they practiced at Tulane Stadium, and they opened up practice. And Tulane has their SEC championship banner. My friend took a picture of it and sent it to me and says Tulane has more SEC titles than South Carolina does. And that is absolutely true. So does Georgia Tech, by the way. Georgia Tech has more SEC titles than South Carolina does.
Rob, why does this say season champions, Coastal Carolina and Louisiana? Why? I'm confused.
Because you're down there in the land of fucking Cajun, and that's what the fuck they're gonna do.
Oh, we have a different Google?
Yeah, of course you do. Everything's different down there. You don't know that?
Rob uses Google. We use Google.
That's right. With a comma to the top.
Comma to the top. Google.
That's some shit. Bill says Williams-Brice smells like Section 8 despair and regret. Another little thing for you Louisiana folks out there. There's a term at South Carolina called doo-doo ice. I'm not joking. If you get a ice drink at Williams-Brice Stadium, like from 10 years ago, it smelled like dog shit. Not a joke. Doo-doo ice. Google it for South Carolina. Google doo-doo ice, Williams-Brice Stadium. That is real. That is real. It smells like shit. It is like it's not a joke with all that, man. I mean,
it's like when you're trying to make an ensemble experience. You know, you're witnessing a shit product on the field, so you're serving shit from the concession stands. You just want it all to go together.
Well, they have shit fans too that think they're going to win a national title. Are you Googling that, Gnome?
Yes,
Are you Googling that? It's true, isn't it?
It says Gamecock tradition, doo-doo ice by Clemson Tiger Net.
It's a real thing, brother. I've been there and bought a drink, and literally, like you know, it's like.
And this is just a forum of Clemson fans talking about when they finish their drink. Oh, the crappiest food and drink I've ever had. When I finished my drink, the ice looked like shit.
Doo-doo ice. It's real. Just saying. Nothing good about South Carolina's football team.
They said they thought the guy in front of them was farting too, but it was the cup. It was the cup of ice. Someone seriously needs to look into that because it seems like it wasn't an isolated problem. They got their drink from the north stands under the student sections, and I got mine from the south.
You guys thought I was joking with you. That's fucking real. Doo-doo ice is a real thing at Williams-Brice Stadium. That's not a joke. Their ice looks like shit. It's not a joke, gentlemen.
No thing.
Not a joke.
Check that.
Here's another thing.
Visit.
What was it? 2 seasons ago, and this is real too. Everybody gets in the stadium. They didn't turn on the plumbing. That's real.
What kind of Texas Longhorn bullshit is this?
No. They would shut off the plumbing at the end of the season, right? Because, and I understand that, save water, what the fuck ever. They didn't turn on the plumbing the first game of the season. And it's fucking 100 degrees down there, and they ran out of fucking water. How do you run out of fucking bottled water?
It's amazing.
At a stadium. No, brother, this is all real. You can Google all of it. They did not turn on the plumbing for one game, and they ran out of bottled water. Somebody's got to turn on the shitters and make sure we got water in this fucking heat here.
That's fucking...
You run out of hot dogs, all right, I'll buy that.
Who were they playing in that game?
Oh, God, it doesn't matter. Some fucking team that probably skull fucked them. They also had the game with Mizzou, I think it was 3 seasons ago, where Mizzou, for some reason, there was a lightning storm, right? And this is a real story, too. Mizzou did not have headsets for the entire second half. South Carolina had headsets, but Mizzou didn't. And South Carolina barely beat them. And, of course, everybody's like, well, it was the thunderstorm. Well, what you should have done, according to the SEC, is
take your headsets off.
Their coach, right. If their coach goes to the refs and says, hey, our headsets aren't working, then you don't get to use headsets either. That's SEC protocol. If both sides don't have the same thing, you don't get to use it. South Carolina's like, no, fuck no, we're using our headsets. Will Muschamp's over there on the sideline jerking off like, ooh, we might actually win a conference game. They are a shit program. And people laugh, but it is. The Gamecock program is a complete shit hole. I mean, all the stuff I'm telling you is completely real. Completely real. They didn't want their stadium, right, is a big-ass stadium, holds 82,000 people. The Rolling Stones wanted to play there. The Rolling fucking Stones wanted to play there. And I swear to you, their athletic director says, we can't have that here. Only the mighty Gamecock football team can touch the field down at Williams-Brice. No, we're not going to have the Rolling Stones play in your fucking shithole stadium so your fucking 2-10 football team can go out there and dick dogs. Okay.
Is there a city called Georgetown, South Carolina?
Yes, there is.
Well, from what I hear, most of the ice comes from a large ice facility in Georgetown, and it's near the paper plant, and it makes the water smell like sulfur.
It's still, I mean, fuck, you think that I can go anywhere else and get fucking ice? It doesn't smell like shit. Only at their stadium. Bill's got a good point there. Used to do painting on the side. I got a subcontract to paint the Gamecock locker room, but there's still a few tiger paws. Yep. He's right. And by the way, they have the whole thing where they all where if you watch a Gamecock game this year, okay? And I know you guys are LSU fans.
We're not playing South Carolina. I doubt I'll be watching.
I'm just saying, if you see a game, right, and South Carolina's playing, they lose their shit about Sandstorm. Okay? The techno song Sandstorm, all right? But they're all waving white flags, is what it looks like. My wife does not watch football. She is a smart fucking woman, okay?
Why are they waving white flags?
She literally goes, why are they surrendering? That's what my wife says every time. She's like, I don't understand. Here, you know what? I can bring that up. Can I bring that up really quick here? Let me show you guys. See if I can bring this up and see if we can play this for you folks. And you can tell me you guys aren't fans. Let's see what you can tell me. Hold on. Let's see here.
I'm the opposite of a South Carolina fan because I've been hanging around with friends so long in that Facebook group that I really hope they go 0-12. Like,
I hope they fucking. I hope they fucking. Oh, here we go. This is versus Georgia in 2012. Here we go. I can share this. Hold on. Let's see here. My new computer, we might be able to show things in and actually them make sense here.
Now that you've learned how to use it since last week. They're such a powerhouse.
Let's show some of this shit. Look at all these fucking idiots waving the white flags. We suck. Look at this shit. Doesn't it look like they're all surrendering?
But are they really white flags or are they white towels?
White towels. Whee! Yay, we're losers.
I mean, from somebody who doesn't really know anything about South Carolina football tradition, it just looks like a bunch of people waving the French flag to me.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's like I can make this full screen. Hold on, let's see here. Full screen. There you go. See that shit? Look at this. They're all waving their white flags. I'll kill this time. No one needs to hear that shit. But look at this shit. Look at them all jumping around like, yay! We surrender. Looks like a bunch of Frenchies. The fuck is that all about?
He brought up a good point. It does. Like they about to duel or something, like slap you in the face with a white glove. I don't know.
Isn't that what it looks like? I mean, you guys over in the chat room, isn't that? I mean, look at that shit. Yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys can see the video over there, and let me know how the video quality is. But
it looks good.
It does where you are, right?
Yeah. Looks like they're about to get.
Let's just wave the white flag. Yeah, fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Don't score any
What a
more
bunch of
touchdowns.
Yeah. This is the tradition that they love, by the way. Yeah, fuck them forever. Oh, thank you, Mishi. Anyway, they're trying to surrender so they can go home. Look, that's the thing too. And they tried to do several different things to make some tradition because they don't have any. At one point, they wanted people to sing Carolina Girls, the song Carolina Girls, at the end of the third quarter. But the student section was so fucking stupid they couldn't get the song right. So they stopped doing that. And then it's like, let's just play this techno tune and give them all towels and let them wave that so they don't have to fucking do anything that's smart. Seriously.
It reminds me of Rocky IV. Throw in the damn towel.
Throw in the damn. This is supposed to be an exhibition. This fucking Kentucky mouth pumps them again. I hope South Carolina, this season's going to be really bad. They lost their starting quarterback. He's going to be out for a couple of games. They may not have him for the East Carolina game.
Rob, you can stop now. I mean,
I can.
Yeah, Sweeney, Osterine, and some of those other guys. They've already told me South Carolina has the deepest depth chart in quarterback in all of college football. So you can stop with that shit.
Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite has a better chance of playing and leading them to a win than every fucking shithole they've got on that team.
They got the greatest depth at quarterback in the history of college football.
Fuck out of here.
Like, Rob, y'all, what's his Umagata do to that? He probably couldn't even make third string.
Ui Ungalale. You're going to learn how to pronounce that name correctly. Ui Ungalale. I'll tell you what's sad is people some of the redneck Clemson fans trying to pronounce his name. They just I just call him fucking DJ. It's just fucking DJ. Well, maybe you should pronounce his name correctly. I mean, he's gonna.
No, that's not necessary.
It's just fucking DJ. It's just DJ, Rob.
I don't get paid. I don't get paid to pronounce his name like you. Fuck that.
You have been paid. You are a professional.
Oh, fuck, you're right. God damn it.
You will
Get it
conduct
right.
yourself as such when on this show.
Shit. I did profess myself as a professional.
I have to figure that out. All right, so then look, we're what 18 days away from football
16.
season.
I think it's like 16.
Something like that. I mean, they got games next weekend, but I'm not watching any of that shit. I might watch whoever UCLA's playing, just so I can see if they're gonna be worth a fuck against LSU. Might watch some of that game.
Not really interested.
Oh, so UCLA has a game before LSU?
Yes. UCLA has a tune-up, and we do not.
Ah.
Who does UCLA play?
I don't even know.
I would ask Siri, but she's a cunt. She doesn't know. Hold on, let's see here. I already asked her one time. The UCLA football schedule. Here we go. UCLA opens up with Hawaii at 3:30, a week from Saturday. The Rainbow Warriors.
It says 2:30.
Right.
It says 2:30.
Well, whatever. You guys are an hour behind.
No, we're an hour ahead. I mean, y'all are an hour ahead.
How do looking at Hawaii, looking at UCLA's schedule, literally LSU is their Super Bowl. They play Oregon, but fuck them.
Yeah, but no, I mean Stanford plays tough. You know that. In most years, Stanford plays tough. But yeah,
Everyone with a good point. It's about the same amount of time he has left in Zook's jail. Edwin's a convict. I don't even post much on Facebook anymore because I know I'll end up in jail.
You know,
I
the
used
great thing,
dirty Russian one time. It was terrible.
The great thing about Edwin is Edwin was actually paroled, and they forgot about him, and he's still there. That's what's awesome about Edwin. And he's like, dude, when am I getting out? Nobody fucking knows. They're all off with COVID or something.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Is USC
Next week?
Isn't USC ranked? USC is like in the top 15, huh?
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't watch Pac-12 football. You can tell me they were ranked 5th in the country. I wouldn't fucking know. I don't watch any of that fucking shit. Who watches Pac-12 football? Bunch of commies.
I think they ram. I think they just ram some of those rankings down our throat. Some of the Pac-12 teams each year. Just it's really some crap.
Look, I guess I can share this with you guys. I don't watch Pac-12 football. I don't watch Big Ten football. Will not watch it. I'm serious.
Wait.
I won't watch it.
You won't.
I will not watch. I will not. I like traditional Big Ten matchups. I'm not watching any of that shit. They all can go fuck themselves. I don't watch the Pac-12 either. If they're playing like an ACC or an SEC team, I'll watch. Now I'll watch. I like watching some of the MAC games because those are great, like the 56-41 game. I'll watch some of those. But if it's, hey, let's watch Illinois play Indiana, I'd rather watch my dick get painted on with a fucking concrete roller.
Well, of course, but when you say that, I'm thinking like Ohio State, Michigan, or
won't watch it.
Like you don't give a fuck, right? I mean,
won't watch it. Won't watch it. Don't give a fuck. Won't watch it.
Honestly, I mean, if it's the best game on, I'll put it on the TV and I'll go dust or vacuum.
You're a better person than I am, sir. I just can't watch it. Dave, do you watch Big Ten football?
I watch a lot of football. It just depends on what the best game is in the time slot.
Right.
And see, I just don't think they're good games. I'd rather watch Vandy. I'd rather watch Vandy play Old Miss than watch fucking Ohio State and Michigan. Seriously.
I watched that game just because I want to see if it's finally the year Jim Harbaugh does it, but it never is. So
he's got it this year. This is the year. I've been talking to all kind of Michigan fans. This is the year.
Okay.
Fuck.
Tennessee's winning the national
Yeah,
championship.
where to go, right?
No, 5 years.
Oh, in 5 years. 5
Yeah.
years. So whose year is it this year?
To win the national championship.
Oklahoma's.
Oh, that's that's true. According to Skip Bayless.
I'll tell you what. My final thing before we get out of here. If I give you, I'll take these 5 teams to win a national title this year against the field. Alabama, Clemson. I'll go with LSU, and let's see here. If I get 5 teams, I'll go with those 3, and then maybe Georgia, even though that's kind of giving away a pick. And who could my 5th team be? I mean, I'm not going to say Ohio State because fuck them. But you can give me a 5th team. I don't know. I'll take those 4 winning the
Oklahoma?
national title over the field. Ah, fuck Oklahoma. It's fucking goddamn. Fuck
I
Oklahoma.
mean, honestly, I think LSU's a reach, but
So is Georgia. What's a bigger reach, LSU or Georgia? Be honest.
So I mean, based off of what we're saying, then it's Alabama, Clemson versus the field.
Yeah, I'd rather take those 2 versus the field. Andre says Ohio. Fuck you, Andre. Bobcats aren't going to do shit.
Louisiana, Lafayette.
I'd rather go with Lafayette. Fuck the rest of them.
They could go.
So you jumping off the Coastal Carolina bandwagon?
I'm not jumping off. I'm not a Coastal Carolina fan. I'm just saying they're Sun Belt champions, and that hurts your feelings.
Hey, look, if UCLA beats LSU, they run in the table.
And they'll still only be ranked 6th.
Because that's how the Pac-12 rolls.
Right.
I think if UCLA wins over LSU, they may Lane Kiffin at O there. They may fire him on the fucking tarmac.
So, Rob, you bring
that
up a
purple
good
shirt off and get the fuck out of here.
You brought up a serious question, but you can't get past some of your anger issues.
I have anger issues. I admit it.
I mean, you really can't pick 5 teams versus the field. You really.
Well, I mean, pick your 5 teams. I don't know. All right, if you're gonna make me pick a team, I'll take Iowa State. So I'll have Iowa State, Clemson. I'll get my 5: Iowa State, Clemson, Alabama, LSU, and Georgia. There's my 5. I'll take those 5 against the field. I'm reaching so much. I'm hoping Alabama and Clemson bail my ass out.
Who's your 5, Jonathan?
Well, I mean, you got to put. See, I'm not going to be like Rob. I would have to go with the traditional Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. And then for the 5th, I'll decide not to be a homer and say Georgia.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Now, do I take those 5 versus the field? I think so.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Who have you got, Dave?
I'm gonna go Miami, Syracuse, Penn State.
I don't know shit about fuck. I don't know shit about fuck.
Arizona State and Nebraska.
You heard it here first.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear what was going on with Nebraska today? Where their coach was basically holding off the field workouts with during the pandemic, and then in addition to that, he wanted to back out of playing Oklahoma this year. Scott Frost is a fucking dope. I mean, he really is. Do you think of anybody that's had a worse day than him? Hey, we're going to investigate you. And by the way, we know that you tried to pussy out of a game with one of your biggest rivals. So,
yeah.
And the best part, the Nebraska fans were upset. We want to play Oklahoma. Get the fuck out of here. He's 12-20 in his career at Nebraska. You want to play Oklahoma? Scott Frost is a God. What a fucking shit show they've got going there.
Why is
Since
Nebraska?
they fired Pelini. Because say what you want about Bo Pelini when he was at Nebraska, he won 9 games a season. And he's never lost the opening game.
That's how they roll in those
Nisha
conferences.
Nisha says she likes Bama, LSU, Southern Cal, Miami, Oklahoma State. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. That's all of her. That's all of her teams. That's all the states she's lived at. I can't believe she's not picking Georgia. USC.
Well,
USC.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on, what is-
At least pick UCLA.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what. Next week when we do the show, we can pick some games against the spread next week because we'll have some games to look at. Who's like look early matchup with UCLA and Hawaii. UCLA is a 17-point favorite.
Hawaii.
Here, other matchups. Yeah. Nebraska is a 9.5-point favorite over Illinois. Yeah, I like that one. And then in UTEP and New Mexico State, no one cares. Here's the matchup, and I'm not going to give you my pick on this one until next week, so people will tune in. Connecticut and Fresno State. Fresno State is a 25-point favorite in that matchup. I mean, I can't give you my pick until next week. Can't do it. We'll have more people watch this show than fucking go to that game. What a fucking show that is. Fuck out of here.
Well, it depends on what state.
Right, guys.
And I am thankful for all 3 of those people.
That are going to the game or watching the show?
That watch this show.
All right, guys. We'll see you later on.